everybody. Hand sanitizer. I know I, for one, am sick of buying this stuff, trying to find this stuff. How y'all doing at home? We get calls every day to see what's going on, like what's going on in the guitar world. To be honest, even though a lot of musicians are off, the factories right now are closed, and there's a little bit of pressure right now on guitars. We're hoping after May 1st the Martin factory opens up. But for now, what we have here is what we got. And guitars are a popular item. And speaking of popular items, I have one of these, which is a D12E. Martin just, they had a line of guitars called the Road Series. And Road Series stands for some of the stuff they make down in Mexico. Now Martin, unlike a lot of companies, don't call a factory. They built a factory down in Mexico. And some of the Road Series from before have all been improved. These new Road Series are outstanding. Solid neck, not those multi-laminated necks you see on the other brand, and all solid wood back and sides. The nice thing about these Road Series too, they have a pickup built in right here. That's also access for the battery. There's a tuner right here too, so you can just push, and inside you see that little green light, and there's a tuner there, so you can just look and hey, I'm in tune. Close enough. So close enough for videos, I should say. There's also a volume and tone. All of this comes standard along with a really nice gig bag, and this D12E is $10.99. So here we have a guitar at about $1,000. That's an all solid wood Martin, and a great guitar. The action is easy. So for around $1,000, they have that. Now, we also have stuff. This we get custom made. These are made of sinker mahogany. Now, sinker mahogany is old wood. We've discussed this before, but this is found at the bottom of the rivers near where the wood was sourced. Mahoganies like this are 400- or 500-year-old trees. You can't find that type of mahogany anymore. It's becoming endangered. So this mahogany is from the turn of the century. Not this century, the last century. And was found after 30, 40 years sitting at the bottom of a river, and they pull it up, they dry it, it goes to about a 5% moisture content before they're ready to cut it. And you'll see some really beautiful grain in this sinker mahogany, and you really do get some definition and clarity. It's like you have a time machine to be able to go back. For these two, we baked the tops. These sinker mahoganies, we have a couple of them left, and we'll put them on sale. There's also these 00028s, and you guys know this, but anytime you see herringbone trim, it means that it's scalloped on the inside. That is, the bracing is thinner, so you get a big loud sound. I'm sorry, could you hear that? No, probably not. Looking for a big sounding guitar in a slightly smaller format, this 000 size Martin, the 00028, is now a herringbone. It's forward shifted, and it's scalloped, and it's probably, if you want just a regular straight, I want a really good guitar, I can only afford one really good guitar, you may want to fork over the $3,000 or so for a 00028. And then last thing I want to just show you here as we do our little new Martin foray for you all. The Martin Authentic. I've always been a fan of mahogany guitars. I'm Willie. I own the place. I don't own a rosewood guitar. It's just not my thing. I love good mahogany guitars. Why? You get that rumble. But you get this upper mid-range punch that cuts through, and all the notes of the chord come out. And when you want to, you can lean into it and get it loud. Now this is a recreation of an old guitar, and I'll show you something here. You see on this bridge, this is what you call a drop-in saddle. All right? Now on this bridge, what you see is the saddle goes all the way across right here. It doesn't just drop in. Let's do that again. If you see the two of them, the two saddles, this is what they call a new style. This is an old style. So this is a set saddle in here, and it is glued in. So getting a pickup in one of these takes a little bit more effort. But what you get is all this contact. So the bone bridge saddle is attached to the ebony bridge, and you get all this contact. Now, they quit doing that in '64, so if you ever see this, you can stand back and look at any Martin guitar, and you can see the bridge saddle, that if it goes through a through saddle, then it's probably either an old guitar, pre-'64, or it's one of the reissues. And this guitar has a baked Adirondack top. Adirondack trees, again, we'll get into the forestation. Adirondack trees are an endangered tree. 90% of the Adirondack forest is gone. So what you do is you wait around for a storm to come through and knock over a tree. And then you get an Adirondack tree, and you cut it open, and you make sure there's enough wood in there for you to make high quality guitars. That's one thing Martin is good at, is wood. Selecting wood, drying wood, bracing wood, and getting tone. It's something they're obsessed about. These simple little things of having the finest materials that you can buy. And this Authentic is top of the line. If you want a perfect guitar, I love Authentics. You will too. Call us. We can set up a brief intermission, and call us anytime. We ship. We give full return privileges. And hey, where are you going? Okay, well then, bye, I guess. Okay, see ya.